Welcome, and let's take a deep breath and just bring ourselves into the present moment. Just focus on our breathing, just letting go. We've all had stressful days or events, different issues, just letting it go. Enjoying the sound of the rain. Just listening to the sound helps to bring us into the present moment. And in this moment in meditation, we're not trying to change anything. We're not opposing anything. We're just open, receiving, receptive, softening, letting go. All right, good. I want to show us a 3-minute video of Llewellyn Bonley. I like this video. And share screen, share computer sound. Can you see that? What happened? Can you open your eyes? Can you see the screen?
I can't. I might.
Wait a minute. Let's see. Share screen sharing has failed to start. Okay. Try again.
Here's Peter.
Oh, here it is.
Sorry, I stepped away. Is everything okay?
Can you see that? Can you see the screen?
No.
Prayer for the earth?
No.
No.
Did you do a share screen?
Yeah.
Back to Zoom by just going down to your lower level and clicking on the zoom.us icon.
Oh, I forgot this. Click on the second screen.
Uh-huh.
How about now? Good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
In our prayers and devotions, we need to reconnect with the sacred substance in creation. We need to place the earth within our hearts and nourish it with our love and offer it in remembrance of God. Love is the greatest power in creation. Love is the bond, the secret link between the Creator and the creation. You see, we know how to pray for other people, and many of us know the power of prayers. And now we need to pray for the world, to pray that the love and the grace and the help is given where it is needed. We each have the power of prayer. We each have the possibility to make a direct connection with the divine within ourselves and to bring that connection down through our bodies into the earth that is dying, that is needing this sacred substance. The real pilgrimage is always the pilgrimage to the heart, because that is where the divine and the human come together. And that is where grace can come, and grace can come into our bodies, into ourselves, and into the world that needs it. It is essential to acknowledge that the earth is not unfeeling matter, but a living being that has given us life. Then we get a feeling of the earth that is alive, as a soul, as a sacred being. We will be guided by the cry of the world, by the need of the world, by the openness of our own hearts. Our breath, our heartbeat, is also part of the breath and the heartbeat of the world. We are one. We go deep within our own hearts. And then we stay with that prayer. And we become that prayer until we, all of ourselves, every cell in our body, is the prayer of the creation for the Creator, is the need of the earth, is the cry of the soul of the earth that will draw down to it the grace of God, the love of God, the power of God that is needed at this time.
Beautiful. Yeah.
That's Llewellyn. All right, so with that in mind, that we're doing this meditation for ourselves, but for the world, and by connecting to Baba deep, deep, deep in our heart, we're helping to bring his presence into the world, not just into our heart, because we're all one. And as he says, it's so needed today. So closing our eyes, and helps, I think, to put our right hand on our upper chest in the beginning of the meditation, just to make that connection to the sacred place within ourselves, to our heart. And an invocation asking Baba to be with us in this meditation. And our deepest intention is to feel his presence, to draw closer to him, to be able to listen to him more, be more aware of him in our being, and to merge more with him, more and more and more. Again, what we'll be doing is this layer of the heart guided meditation. We'll travel deep, deep into our hearts, to the place where the presence of the divine Mayor Baba's presence is carried within us. And remembering that our hearts are a hologram or a microcosm for the whole. Each of us carries the whole within us, all the layers of creation. So just getting comfortable wherever you may be sitting, getting centered in your body, centered in the seat. As Llewellyn says, we want to bring the divine down into the earth, and that earth also includes our physical body. We want to bring that divine presence into every cell, every molecule of our physical body, from head to toe. And so the more we open, the more we soften, the more we let go inwardly, letting go of tension, muscles tension, the more that divine presence can flow and move within us, within our bodies. And also, the Sufi teaching is that the more we heal ourselves, the heart is a container that can hold the divine presence. The more we heal ourselves, heal our wounds, and the more light, divine light and love our container of our heart can hold. Wounds being like unhealed wounds, being like holes in a sieve or black holes that suck up light. And the more we heal, the more we pray, both deepen our spiritual practices and heal our wounds, and that container of our heart becomes more solid and bigger, more capable of holding light, divine Abba's light and love for longer periods. It doesn't drain away as fast. We're just beginning to breathe in and out of our hearts. Just a gentle, subtle breath in and out of the heart. Awareness to the heart with the breath. Letting the heart soften. And just being with what's ever in the heart, whatever is moving there. And just checking into the heart. How's it doing? What's moving in the heart? Just holding that, whatever's there. Could be something difficult. And then don't even need to put words on it, just a felt sense in the heart, kind of feeling, body sensation combined. Could be pinching or pressure or an openness. And then asking the heart, what's our heart's intention for this meditation this evening? What's our most sincere intention? And see what our hearts tell us. Now let's begin to do the zikr with Baba's name. Breathing in, hear Baba's name with the heart breath. Nice, slow, gentle rhythm of his name into the heart. Just notice what happens in the heart and in your whole physical being, your whole being, as you begin to say the name with the breath. through saying the name with the breath and with sincerity, or invoking the presence and light of God to come into us. So just continuing to open and receive this presence and this light. Receiving is very easy. It just comes in with the breath. It's easy as breathing. And just setting our intentions to allow the flow of divine love to come in through our hearts and arrive in with the breathing. And that's good. So while remaining anchored in the heart as we are right now, let's just go through the 4 layers. First layer is just the layer of the ego mind, just bringing our attention to that. What kind of thoughts and what kind of feelings as a result of those thoughts have been moving through our mind and in the upper part of our heart. Yes, today, last several days. As we go about the business of creating a life in the world. Noting with awareness the kinds of nafs, that's the Sufis call the nafs, and AFS, um, the lower side of the ego, the judgments about our negative critical judgments about ourselves or others or the world. What kind of nafs have gotten hold of us today or in recent days? No judgment about that, just awareness. Those voices that demand us to believe them. And the feelings that go with it. And some anger or frustration, or whatever, anxiety, fear. Knowing that that level of the ego is a dark veil. Maybe picturing that veil. And then bringing the name into this first layer of the heart, into the ego mind. Just bringing the light into letting that veil, some light shine through that veil. Intentionally. might notice how our thinking changes when that happens, when the name comes in, when we invoke the name into the first life. Our thinking about ourselves, other people, the world changes. Just notice. So many thoughts coming, going. Just clouds in the sky. Let's drop back into the heart where we were. This time we'll go deeper beneath our hand, deeper where we were. Just dropping in deeper and deeper into the second layer of the heart, the deep heart. Just dropping in and passing through that membrane into the deep heart. Just dropping in and opening, and allowing, letting Mayor Baba's name take you deep, deep into your own heart. Keep going. It feels like there's an opening, so we just transit right in. And then just settling in. You feel you arrived in the deep part. Just settling in, exploring. This is your deep heart. This is your chamber. You can experience divine love, divine light. It's what your heart was made for, the deep heart. Just noting the sense here, felt sense, the frequency, spaciousness. Maybe some subtle feelings might be different than feelings in the first layer. Different thoughts. And then invoking the presence of our beloved in a really intimate way. Those of us for whom Mayor Baba is our beloved, bringing Baba into our heart in a really intimate way, or Allah in an intimate way, very personal, loving, divine presence and work that wants us to be close and inviting us to be close, beckoning us to come closer. And just creating that beautiful space for our beloved. We can come close, sit close, and be close. And taste that intimacy. Sometimes the naff will get kicked up and say, am I worthy of this? Am I worthy of being this close to my beloved? I'm not worthy. Just notice that if that happens. It's the beloved will always say, yes, you are my child, you are worthy. I want you near me. Letting the heart drink and drink. As the Sufi say, all hearts are thirsty for this love. Every heart is thirsty. So letting our hearts just drink and see. Like roses opening to the rain. Just listening to the voice of the deep heart, the beloved's voice here, maybe speaking to you in this moment, maybe not, but if there is something that's being said, just listen with the ears of the heart. Maybe if there's some situation or issue in your everyday life, your life in the world, maybe there's some guidance, beloved wants to offer about that. Reading a quote from a Sufi master, Jelani. I think he was a perfect master. The inner pilgrim wraps himself in the light of the Holy Spirit, transforming his material shape into the inner essence and circumambulating the shrine in the heart, inwardly reciting the name of God. He moves in circles because the path of the essence is not straight but circular. Its end is its beginning. It's a quote from Rumi. The minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you, not knowing how blind I was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They're in each other all along. And Al-Halaj, when truth has taken hold of a heart, she empties it of all but herself. So just resting even deeper in that beautiful, deep, deep heart. Knowing that this organ, this deep heart, was made to receive and drink divine light and love. Every organ has a specialty in the body, and this one is for that. So we'll continue diving further in, layer the third, layer of the heart, the secret, the soul. So just dropping in behind where we are now, just transiting in and letting the name take you there. The name wants to take you home by the hand. The Sufis say that the guide takes the murid by the hand and walks him home. Just dropping in deeper and deeper into the innermost chamber of the heart. And just opening, trusting. Allowing and softening. This happens naturally, continuing to breathe slowly. The heart breath getting more and more subtle, more refined. There's nothing to do, it just happens. And then just settling in and exploring this innermost sanctum of your own heart. It's the Holy of Holies. Like Jelani says, it's maybe spiraling around, circling around. You're just noting the felt sense in this third layer of your heart. Just being with the sacredness and the holiness of your own being. And sensing the light and beauty of your own soul. And then invoking our beloved's presence, and in the most natural way, just being with our beloved, and even more intimately. Less of us. Beginning to merge. When the lover is annihilated in love, his love becomes one with the love of the beloved. And then there is no bird and no wings, and his flight and love to God are by God's love to him. It's Najim al-Din Kubra. Another one by Al-Halaj, another quote. I have embraced with my whole being all your love. Oh, my holiness. You have manifested yourself so much that it seems to me that there is only you in me. I examine my heart amidst all that is not you. I do not see any estrangement between them and me, and only familiarity between you and me. Oh, letting your thirsty heart continue to drink in an even deeper way. And knowing, even if you don't hear it in this moment, that there's a voice in this third chamber of the heart. Voice of our beloved whispering to us secrets. And secrets that are meant for your ears only. And seeing the mirror of your soul reflecting light and love even more clearly, even more brightly. Just becoming washed in that light, disappearing in the light. So we'll continue, we won't stop here, to the fourth layer of the heart, the unity, the oneness, beyond words. So tonight, let's just step into that mirror, step into the light, and just keep going with the beloved. Allowing our identity to be shed, dissolving like sugar and water. Beyond words, beyond color, beyond attributes. So just surrendering and opening, trusting even deeper. Saying yes, we can taste the oneness right now. And each moment is continuing to dissolve in the infinite ocean of oneness, infinite ocean of love. So it will only appear that we'll be going back through the layers of the heart. In truth, we never left this union. We already are and always have been and always will be one with the beloved. Just a false dream that we're not. So we take that with us as we acknowledge that taste of the full experience back with this. As we transition back to the third layer of the heart, layer of the soul, our divine qualities, the seeds of our divinity, the mirror of our soul. The specialness of that intimacy, the beloved, the secrets that he whispers. And transitioning softly and gently back to the second layer of the heart, a little more personal, but our deep heart, those deep feelings that flow from our divinity, feelings of love for others, for the world, for ourselves, compassion, the tenderness, the joy de vivre, saying yes to life. Forgiveness, and that wonderful childlike intimacy with our beloved. Tears of joy, a heart that's free and playful and creative. And then sensing that transition zone, that membrane between the second layer of the heart and the first layer of our ego mind, that channel, just seeing how, what it looks like when it's open. And there's a flow coming from all the second, third, fourth layers. The channel's open and light and love and information is flowing into the ego mind. The Sufis have a term for that called the white mind. Thinking is clear, mental clarity, actions based on inner truths. Taking a stand on what we believe to be true. Moving with grace and gratitude through life. through our lives. And then remembering Welland's words in the video at the beginning about our connection with the earth, what the earth needs is a return to the sacred, the divine, and then we do our part by bringing the divine into our hearts, because we are a part of the earth, we are the earth. The earth includes all of nature, but also all sentient beings everywhere. So we'll end this evening's meditation with the Buddhist practice of metta. It's M-E-T-T-A, and it means loving kindness. So just place a blessing in your own heart for yourself, and whatever your heart feels it needs. But a simple sentence starting with "May I." Just place that blessing for yourself in your own heart. And then a blessing for someone you know, maybe someone going through a difficult time or not, someone you love, or it could be a person, a pet, someone alive, or someone who has passed on, but sending a blessing from your heart to that person's heart, starting the sentence with "May you." And then sending a blessing, since of course all hearts are connected, knowing that, sending a blessing out to all beings everywhere, and all of nature, humans and animals, and all of nature, trees, the oceans, the streams, and all of creation, sending a blessing out, starting with "May you," you being everyone and everything. And then just a little prayer of gratitude to our beloved Mayor Baba, Allah, for whatever you received from this meditation. Thank you. Bowing in gratitude. And may all our hearts continue to ring with His presence throughout the rest of the evening. And we all sleep deeply, soundly, and wake up in the morning feeling His presence and ready to go. Say Baba and Allahu Akbar. And open your eyes when you're ready.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah. And I said Allahu Akbar. My friend Sandra Thomas joined us. She's a Sufi from Baltimore, Maryland. Welcome, Sandra. Glad you came. Aaron, hi.
Hi, thank you.
And Karen.
Hi.
Oh, so nice after the day.
Great.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you. Okay.
Don't drown.
Oh,
Drowning as well. All right. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
right.